If you want to know how to attract customers to your business using social media, then watch this video to the very end, and I'm going to show you the best kind of content that you can create that will get you the kind of attention you're looking for your network marketing business. Because I'm Nana Kwesi Agyemang Prempeh, and you're watching Network Marketing Coach AJ Prems. Looking to get more recruits, customers, and build your team in network marketing? Then go to the Young Entrepreneurs Network Marketing course by hitting the link in the description, and we'll help you build your business using social media. Also, if you like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can keep gaining value from this channel. Now, before I get into what exactly you can do to maximize the amount of attention you're getting and get more people to be attracted to your business or to buy your product on social media, there's one critical detail that you need to understand, and that is posting and promoting are two completely different things. Now, with posting, you are focusing more on people who already know you, who already recognize you, and are more willing to buy from you. So whatever you put out, they're going to raise up their hands and say, I'm interested, or I know this is great for me and I want to have it. With promoting, it's an effort to get people who may not recognize you, who may not have ever seen you or heard of you or know you, to have an idea of you so that they can end up also becoming customers of you. So now when you're creating content where you are posting flyers, videos, pictures, write-ups of your product, or you're talking explicitly about your business, what you are doing is you are only limiting yourself to those who already recognize you. So that's why you realize that if that group of people who already know you and recognize you are not interested in what you are posting, then you have an issue. Now, you want to promote more because when you're on social media, you are exposed a lot to strangers. You are going to have the opportunity to be put in front of people who may not have originally known you or recognize you or have anything to do with you. Now, if you are able to get these people to understand the value or the benefit that they can gain from you, they are more than happy to pay money for whatever you are offering them. But ideally, you want to make sure that since people don't buy from strangers, you have to bridge that gap. You need to do something to get people to feel a lot more comfortable for you, because people buy from those they consider family or friends. So you need to get people to feel that way about you, and then they are more likely to buy from you. So what can you do to enable this? The best thing that you can do is to get people to know you, like you, and trust you. With knowing you, it means you stand out. You're doing something that makes you unique, that makes people gravitate towards you. If you are repeating what everybody else is doing with their business, you don't stand out. There's nothing unique, there's nothing special that makes people think, let me follow this person instead of everybody else. If you want people to like you, it means getting them to feel more comfortable about you, getting them to see that you genuinely care about them, you genuinely care about their interests, and you want them to win. In terms of trust, it's about getting them to see that you are credible, in that you are an expert. And when people deal with experts, they feel a lot more safe. They feel much more comfortable because they know they're in their right hands and they know they're going to get exactly what they need. And that is the crucial detail for you to understand. So essentially, it's like you have to give people what they want in exchange for what you want. In this case, what you want is money, or for their loyalty in terms of them becoming a customer or them becoming a recruit. What they want is something that they're interested in, something that's valuable, something that is important to them. Now, you have to identify a core group or niche that you're going to focus your attention on, people who you know that you can focus your attention on helping, or you can focus on turning them into recruits or prospects. Then you need to identify exactly where their interests lie. What are the things that are important to them? And then once you're able to identify that, then you can feed it to them. So people are interested in what they love. So give the people what they want. That is the best way to make people feel a lot more comfortable. So with this, especially with your network marketing business, the best thing you can do is focus on understanding the kind of questions that go on in the minds of those within your niche. These questions, if you are the one who is going to answer them, provide them with solutions, you're going to make your prospects or your audience feel a lot more engaged, and they are going to be relating with you a lot better than before. So this would be a much more effective means to build that kind of trust, to get their attention, and to get them to like you. And that's really what you are looking for. If you are able to create this, then you can move on to the stage of getting them to buy from you. So that's what promotion is all about. When you think about it, you realize that people who are more interested in posts about your business or your product ideally would be people who are actually already involved in your business. So in that case, they are not really much of any use to you, because those people are already involved in business. What do they need, or what do you need to attract them for? So instead, look for those that could end up being potential recruits, potential customers, or those that you think would be a good fit. Find out what is important to them and then offer it to them. Then what you do is that you give them a call to action. A call to action is a request, asking them to do something in exchange for what you just offered them. So if you offer them something valuable in terms of your content, then you can ask them to do something in exchange for you. Maybe engage more, maybe reach out to you, message, call, comment. Maybe if they're even interested in what you have to offer, they can reach out to be able to learn more about that. So that's what you have to do. But you see, the problem is a lot of people focus mainly on the call to action part without actually giving people anything to get them to trust them or to get them to believe that they are credible people to buy from. You understand? So if you keep on practicing this, you're going to have a lot of issues. Now, what about those that may say, okay, well, I see my leader doing this and they are getting a lot of success? The problem is most of your leaders actually build a lot of their business offline. They've gained a lot more of their growth and profit from their offline activities, or they have a stronger reputation, or they've been involved much longer, so they've been able to get a following. So it's easier for them to bring that following onto their social media, to get them to transfer them onto their profile and get them to engage with them. So that is the issue. That means that without an advantage, it's going to be very difficult to replicate that particular strategy. And that's why you are struggling to replicate it. So sometimes you have to think, when you are focused on finding the best strategy to use, or you discover a new strategy, try to think, how does it work? Why is it working for this particular, let's say for this particular group? Or why am I getting this result, or why are people getting this result? Is it very simple to implement? Because if it's very simple to implement and everybody can implement it, it's the best, because that means that even if you don't have an advantage, then you have a great chance of achieving growth. Another thing you always want to do is make sure that you promote your post. You get your post out there, you distribute it, because if people don't see it, then they can't engage. You can't just sit back after posting and think your post is going to go viral. It's not likely to always happen. So you make sure that you control that aspect by getting it to be seen by more people. So I'm going to go into detail as to how you're going to be able to achieve this. So unless you're not making all these mistakes and you are doing a much more effective job of getting people to feel less of strangers and getting people to be viewing your content and your promotional efforts, sit back and get comfortable, because I'm going to make you a whole lot of money. Now, in terms of creating the perfect post that are going to get you the kind of attention and attract the people who you'd love to be visiting your profile or your page and engaging with you and potentially or eventually become customers and recruits, the best thing that you want to do is to go with a kind of strategy. So I'm going to show you some few post ideas that you can utilize, and then you can choose for yourself what would work best for you, and then you can choose for yourself how best to implement these as well. So the first kind of post I'm going to talk about are written posts. Now, written posts are really, in my opinion, the simplest post to come up with. They don't really need to be too long. They don't need to be too short as well. You can go about providing value or tips within written posts, and then after that you can bring your call to action. The call to action can be maybe in the comment section, or it can even be part of your post. You can use written posts in various platforms. It can either be on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, or you can even convert it into a picture or video based format, and you can post it on platforms like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. You can use them in your stories. They are very flexible. With written posts, you always want to provide some sort of tip to help with the niche that you are focused on, and then you always want to make sure that you are addressing the audience that you especially want to help. So let's say if you're focusing on a cosmetic niche, you want to make sure that the people who you are addressing or you want to see this know that you are referring to them, because then that way then they can engage with it and they relate more with it, and of course you provide a value and then you add your call to action. So essentially that's what a written post would do for you. The next kind of post, which I believe it's a lot more it brings a lot more results compared to written posts. Though written post isn't a bad option, I just feel like currently videos are more getting more attention. They are more popular as a form of medium of promoting content as compared to any other kind of medium. So I'm not saying you should disregard any of the other types of content I'm going to tell you to do, but with a video base, you want to always make sure that even if you can't incorporate all the aspects of content I'm going to show you, video should be at least one of them. So with this, we're going to talk about short form videos. Now, the short form videos are your TikToks, your Reels, your YouTube Shorts, your short form videos, 15, 30, 45, 60-second videos. You focus more on providing short bite-sized information. You can provide very short tips to people who would fit within that niche. You don't need to go too much into detail. Once again, you add your call to action at the end so that people can take action. Whether you want them to comment, whether you want them to engage more in terms of likes and other reactions, whether you want them to reach out to you because you have something more to offer them, you always want to make sure that you have something in exchange for those that maybe enjoy the content, so that you can continue the process and the relationship that you started building with your audience. Then with this third type of content, we are talking about live form or long form videos. Now with live or long form videos, this even has greater advantage because with this you have even a longer period of time to gain the influence of your audience. You have a longer period of time to engage them and speak into detail on whatever topic that you choose to talk, to focus on or to provide solutions to. And with this, you have a greater chance of getting more engagement because, as I mentioned before, since video has a lot of attention now, you want to utilize this in some kind of measure, and you realize that you are going to give or open yourself up to a lot more engagement and reactions to from your audience. So with these kind of videos, with live form videos, you can utilize them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Pretty much all the platforms can work great with this kind of format. With the long form videos that are pre-recorded, maybe you can use them on YouTube or even on the other platforms too as well. With this, the only difference with this between this and the short form videos is that with this you can go for a longer period and talk more into detail. So you also get to showcase more of your personality as well, and because of that you have more time in front of your audience, and the longer you spend in front of them, the more the connection grows and the greater chance you have of getting them to buy quicker from you. So you want to incorporate that as well. Now, the next step or the next type of content that you can utilize are picture form videos. Now, picture form videos, they're very simple kind of content. Everybody knows pictures, probably the most popular medium. And this kind of content is especially helpful for those that are already part of your audience. Picture-based content help you to grow your connection even further because it gives people a greater insight into you as an individual, maybe what you're up to, the kind of activities you're engaging in, and it makes your audience feel more connected with you. And that helps because you're trying to make sure that they do not see you as a stranger. So with picture-based posts, it really helps you to build that bond with the people who are already your audience. And then you can use the other kind of content to attract newer people, especially with a video-based. Now you can utilize picture posts on all platforms. So we're talking TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, all of them. Maybe with the YouTube, TikTok, let's say platforms, a story-based post would work better. However, with Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you can go with a regular feed post, and you can be able to attract people to see more into your life and build a greater relationship. Just posting pictures alone will not be enough to help you get to the level that you want to, but you can incorporate it and you will see a great deal of results as well. Now, the next type of post I'm going to talk about are community posts. Community posts are the type of posts that get you to engage with your audience to a further extent. It helps you to have more information about them. So in this case, I'm talking about using polls, using question type posts, asking your audience more about them so that you can have greater information, and that can help you create better content for them. That can help you attract them even easier, because now that you know a lot more about them, you can use that to your advantage. So maybe even in some cases, let's say you want to create a community post to ask your prospects a question about their solutions to a problem. So for example, how many of my followers or how many of my friends are experiencing back problems, and what are their remedies or their solutions to this kind of problem? What have they tried? And then you can type maybe comments down below, and then you can watch as people comment on the kind of solutions that they have. So now you've been able to have an understanding of what people are going for. Then you can go ahead to message all the people that are commenting and engaging and ask them how their experience is. Okay, hello, I saw that you commented on my post. How was your experience with this product or with this remedy? Did it work for you? Was it effective? Or are you looking for other alternatives? You understand? So such an example is an awesome way for you to even get people to raise their hands to turn themselves into prospects or recruits. Another type, like with the polls or the yes and no questions, you can use them in your stories. You can come up with simple kind of questions. Even sometimes you can even use them to come up with suggestions for the kind of post that you want to create. Involve your audience in your content making, and you realize that you'll be able to build a stronger bond, and with that kind of bond, you are able to have a greater connection to be eventually able to sell to them. Then the next type of post I'm going to talk about are your stories. I personally see stories as a great medium to promote your content. Now, stories, you have a greater freedom to post more of what you like. With most of the platforms, when you post business-like content on your feed, you're going to get restricted and less people will see. With your stories, you don't really have that disadvantage. So you can go crazy, post what you like. However, I feel like when you use it for promoting your post, promoting your content, you even get greater engagement on those posts as well. So maybe you create a new post, you create a new video, you can share that in your stories, let people know that, new post is up, or let people know that you've come up with some new piece of content, they can go and check it out. So maybe that post didn't appear in their feed, but they will see it in your stories, and then they can be able to check it out and gain value from it. And then from there, you even get further engagement as well. So stories, very, very beneficial. And as I mentioned earlier, you always want to make sure that you are distributing, you are promoting your post. This is one effective way to do so. Another effective type of posts are audio-based posts. Now within these, I'm talking about mainly Spaces on Twitter, because that's the most relevant type, or Rooms on Facebook. So with this, they are more audio-based, kind of like conference call, and then you can be able to promote it, get some of your audience members on, and then maybe you can have a talk or speak on a particular solution to a particular important problem within the niche. So in terms of promoting, make sure you promote it along the lines of something that will entice them to want to watch it. And then from there, you can get them to come in their numbers, and then you share the value with them. So it's another great way to offer value. And as always, you always want to make sure that you are providing a call to action to make sure that you make people do something in exchange for what you've offered them. And then with that, you are able to get your goal or achieve what you started your profile for, which is to get people to buy from you or to get people to join your business. You can now get them on that process. You understand? So utilizing these kind of posts are very effective measures and ways to help you grow your business. You can also use groups to post more of your content and to also attract people who would be great for your page. So take advantage of that as well, and you'll see a lot more value and a lot more returns in your growth and in the kind of attention that you're gaining from your audience. If you like this content, you're committed to getting more attention from people to your business on social media, then I've got great news for you. I've set aside some time on my calendar to help you attract more customers and recruit to your network marketing business. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and book some time now with me. Just let me know when would work best for you by messaging me, and we can schedule a perfect time. Thanks so much for watching.